I love that emote.
One of these. One of these. And I have hands, and we'll come back. One of these. One of these. One of these. This white. And one of these. Hello, Z. Welcome on in. All right. So, let's start with forest because it's right here and nice and easy. Ooh. This is our restock of our forest tea. Yes, the drop swirl turned out absolutely gorgeous.
Nice.
You always take a picture of the first bar. You gotta wait till you get further in, because look at this guy.
Someone take the picture.
This one's good. I like this one a lot, actually.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because the end piece, I mean, they're pretty, but they get better the deeper we go. Right, group?
Z, I got your notification last night that you were playing Celeste. Did you end up finishing it? I wanted to come watch, but well.
We were kind of busy. We've been kind of busy.
This whole month is going to be kind of busy.
Yep. All a little different. All some interesting shapes. And that fresh aspen wood scent. It's a smiley face. It's a smile.
Oh, God, that's creepy.
It's a little creepy. There's the other half of the smiley face.
A little creepy.
River flood warnings.
No. Actual call.
Actual call?
Nope.
Among all the alerts today?
Right.
Yeah, so we've had some severe weather here today. And we've had thunder and all sorts of hail and flooding and all of that. Yeah. All right. What are we doing next? We're going to do lavender next because lavender is always the stickiest. Move that aside. Come on down. So I'm doing a little less with the lavender. When I first started doing it, I made a really good gradient, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we sell it at such volume, I just can't. So we're just kind of layering it nowadays. It's still pretty. We still have that contrast, and we still have that wonderful scent. But we have to make so much of it now. It's just not feasible to do the kind of gradient that we used to be doing. Grandpa?
Yeah.
Making sure we're not floating.
Yep.
Yeah, all the flooding seems to be in Kingwood and north of us.
Or our floating, that would be preferable to sinking.
It would be. It would be. May have gone a little strong on the lavender this time. Thank you.
That always mellows though.
Yeah. The yellow and the purple contrast is just so soothing.
Yeah.
Despite being loud colors. They're just...
They go well together.
Oh yeah. Just like the scents. Do-do-do. Yeah, I was at work earlier today, and it started hailing. And at first there were little bitty hails, and then some bigger ones came along, and everyone rushed outside to watch. A couple of my coworkers have new cars, and they're like, "Not my new car!" But it didn't last long enough or get big enough to really damage anybody's stuff, thankfully.
Yeah, my coworkers today, I was telling them that there was grape sized hail, and they were like, "Grape sized hail? That doesn't make sense. It's always some kind of ball, like a golf ball or a baseball or a softball." I'm like,
Have you not seen
whenever...
a grape? Grapes are round as well.
I'm like, they also talk about pea-sized hail and quarter-sized hail. Like, it's not always a ball.
Yeah.
Where is this coming from?
I mean, smaller than a gumball, but I can't think of a ball aside from a grape that would describe it.
Yeah.
Maybe a boba for the smaller ones?
That boba is way smaller than a grape.
Yeah. The ones that started off were like boba size.
Yeah.
We had so many cancellations though today.
I mean, I don't blame you.
This is our Toro's Field.
You finished Celeste. How did it feel? I love the ending of that game so much.
Ah, this turned out perfect.
You saw it. I tear up every time.
Running on fumes at the end of it. Understandably.
Yeah. I feel that. Whenever I played through it, I would play through. I was trying to do it night by night. I would play one night where I would go through the level and get all the strawberries, and then the next night I would get through the B-side. And 6B took me more than one night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that much.
It's an intense game in so many ways. Zulu tried to get me to play it, and I played part of a level, and it's not for me. Did you go back outside, Grim? Are you wet again, Grim?
Right, possibly.
Probably, because our backyard is a puddle. Our grass looks great, though.
Oh my God, I love the way our grass looks right
I
now.
know.
Nice to actually have a working sprinkler system.
Yeah.
That has been a frustration.
Yeah. But it is resolved, and our foliage looks amazing. Our butterfly pillars look like they're about to bloom again, too.
Yes.
Which is good, because it's butterfly season. My chat was like, so you're doing B-sides and farewell? And I just went, ha! I have to make that a sub-goal.
Yeah, you know,
you
I
should.
promised to play Hollow Knight in exchange for you playing Celeste. I did not realize just how massive of a game Hollow Knight was. That game is huge, and you think you've uncovered the whole map, and you haven't. Suddenly there's a gigantic black abyss, or a whole garden.
Hi, Janie!
Hi, Janie!
I was just talking to Zulu, and I just messaged you. I know what I want to do, and I'm pretty sure I know whose extra I want to do, because I think he'd be cool with it. And I think it'd be amazing. It'll be fun. This is our brain. Where's my brain?
That's
Clutch City Reboot.
Yeah.
The name started as a joke, but it is a reboot.
Yeah, so...
it worked out great this time.
The whole point in saying all of that is that in order to make the time comparison fair, I think you should play the B-sides and... well, I'm not going to hold you to doing DLC, because I did the
Take your
first
time,
half
no
of
rush
Farewell,
on my
and I
part at
didn't
all.
finish it.
No rush at all, of course. But I've been setting some bones lately, and there's some pretty good reductions that I'm rather proud of. This always shows up more muddled on screen, but it is so delicately detailed in here. It turned out so good.
This is one of my favorite scents.
Yeah.
The old Dragon's Blood of the Food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I love this design. I probably could have gone a little slower, but I always get excited when it starts going.
Well, also, you were making 96 bars of soap in a single night.
Yeah, that's a record so far.
And we finally got the fragrance oil in so that we can make a slab of Janie's favorite soap soon.
Yeah. And then I actually gotta make, well, I have half day tomorrow. We have bombs on the schedule tomorrow, though, don't we?
Huh?
Bath bombs on the schedule tomorrow?
Yeah. If we're not out of town or
True.
on stream, then we have bath bombs on the schedule.
So, I'm debating.
Spa day, Janie. We got the fragrance for spa day. So
Yes.
We're gonna be making a slide of that soon.
I'll probably put down Celeste for a while and maybe do B-sides one day. Maybe I'll do B-sides one day. But for now, I'm done with it because it made my poor baby hands hurt. I have small hands, so I can barely grip a controller comfortably.
It was a long time between finishing the A and B sides and getting the strawberries. It was a long time between doing that and playing the 2 DLC levels. Even the bit that I did. The problem was I got through the first half of Farewell, and it was...
Hello, Holly.
Whew.
Welcome on in. We just cut some soaps, and we're going to cut a slab and do one of our very special soaps that is also one of our very annoying soaps. However, it looks so good, and luckily it makes a lot at one time, so I don't have to do it too often. But do we have a location? Yes, we have a location over there I can move soap to.
Sort of.
I'm going to put it where we eat dinner. So, I'm going to move these guys out of the way. And then I'm going to bring over our Project Mayhem bar and get that slab split. And we'll start stamping.
Stamp it.
Not as satisfying as spray it.
Yeah. Cutting soaps is much better than cutting the cheese. Yep, I can confirm. However, if we are talking about actual cheese, not as tasty. Don't eat the soap.
I don't know, there's something really satisfying about a good fart though.
Well, I mean, yeah. Of course.
Hi, Drew. Why don't you go to your pillow for a minute? Pillow, pillow, pillow?
So, for those who haven't heard, Ollie is the winner of our custom loaf from the PP this past month.
Indeed.
And we won't be able to make it until July, but we're looking forward to doing that. We actually have another commission in the works too.
Yep. Busy, busy bees.
I'm pretty sure this year has surpassed commissions for basically the rest of
Ever.
the entire time that we've been making soap combined.
Pretty much. Alright. Now, I have a slab of slope. And my slab cutter.
This one's not going to look as exciting at first, but it will.
We'll get
That's the
there.
process.
Or don't. I can't make you. But you'll miss out. Okay. So this one gets cut differently because the bars are different. One. Two. Three. And the last one. All right. We are split. Now, I need to do, we need some mark. So actually, before we cut, three and four. Our midpoint. So we're going to start by taking off our guide because we don't need our guide right now. And it's on really, really tight. There we go. Take that off for right now. Lining up my little mark to the center of my cutter here. One more.
How many are we getting from this batch?
I forget. I think it's like 26. Because of the stamp and because of the size and because of the effort put in, this is one of our big bars. Because it's a Fight Club bar, so of course it's a big bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big block of soap.
Chunky.
Nice and fleshy looking too. Such thick soap bars.
I do want to clarify for anyone new here who has seen the movie Fight Club. This is made with the same ingredients as all of our other soaps. There are no, shall we say, animal products in this soap, or human.
Though I did joke with my coworker when she got liposuction and tummy tuck I'm like, bring me a goodie bag. And at first she was confused. She's like, honey, I make soap. She's like, oh my God. Still a little disappointed she didn't. I think that would have been funny.
Would you have actually made it soap?
If she brought me a piece of fat,
Hi, Johnny.
maybe. I don't know.
You still haven't even made bacon soap.
No, I haven't.
It's been a long time since we took the vegan out of our branding.
It has.
So yeah, whenever we first started the business, I mean, the plant-based oils is what we've always preferred. But it did have the benefit of being vegan, so we thought it would be marketable to put on our banner that we were vegan soap makers. And that for every one sale that we made because we had vegan soap, we had at least 5 others that were trying to start shit about it.
Yeah.
And we would have to tell them every time, we're not vegan ourselves. And they would still just
want to argue about veganism and like, dude, I'm literally eating a barbecue rib in front of you. Please.
Yeah, I just came to realize some people just
want to argue.
They just want to start shit. So we decided that, that's not what we're about, so we took it out. We still say that we use plant-based oils, but that's it. We're not going to complain about it or anything.
Plus, plant-based is the new buzzword, so it's worked out in our favor, I think. Okay. So, we go on the cut edge. We take our Fight Club stamp. We rock it around aggressively. Realize it didn't take in a couple of places. And re-rock it over there. Yay!
Rock it everywhere.
Then we take a paintbrush and what I lovingly refer to as our cigarette ash, even though it's definitely not. But it's what it's supposed to look like. I've done it a lot of different ways, but I find brushing it immediately after stamping is by far the easiest. And just highlights those letters, makes it more visible, adds to the overall look of the bar. And there's the finished Fight Club bar.
Oop, photo.
A lot more on the G. There we go. Fight Club. Now. Beautiful. And now we repeat the same process a bunch of times.
This is what the painting streams are for. This does not go to something that's open, does it?
Not that I'm aware of. No, that was the coconut oil that I tossed.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Kind of rubbing it into the fresh soap bar. Will it wash away with the first use? Yeah. But most people,
yes.
honestly, a lot of people who bought this from us have bought it for the purpose of display.
There's something that my boss mentioned whenever we first started making soap. He just kept talking about Fight Club, and one day we were like, you know what, let's do it. We got the stamp 3D printed, and we made the first batch of Fight Club soap, and so I gave him a bar from that first batch for free, and he has it on display in his office right now. Well, not that specific one, because
we traded it for the upgraded style.
Yeah, we weren't doing the cigarette ash painted on right away.
Which I think the cigarette ash really makes it. Everyone else is just a stamp or a mold.
Yeah, there are a lot of versions of this soap in the wild, but I really think we have the best one. You know, all the others, they end up smelling like blood orange or peppermint, and if you've seen the movie, nothing coming out of that house is smelling like peppermint.
Nope.
Of course, we didn't want it smelling like blood and other bodily fluids either, so.
Well, it's for an homage in the form of tobacco and caramel.
And it smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
Usually someone comes up asking for a masculine scent, that's the first one we point them to.
Fight Club.
I always love whenever someone comes up and they're like, oh, you're breaking the first rule of Fight Club. Like, actually, I'm breaking the second rule.
Actually, we're not the ones talking about it. You are. So.
Yeah, I like to get him with that too.
It's like, oh, you're breaking the first rule of Fight Club. First rule of what?
Hmm.
Huh.
Nothing, just got a little bit of a puzzle. I can't figure out.
Okay. The concentration.
Yeah, how soon we get? You got the music of the fishies.
Sleepy pupper.
Huh?
Sleepy pupper.
Yeah.
We ever reset the Grim rewards?
The what?
The Grim rewards?
I don't think I did.
That's alright.
No, I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
Because I need to print out these labels anyway.
Okay.
Just want to get them into a bin or somewhere that
Yeah.
they can
Chill
just be
until.
ready to go. Because then I can start packaging albums so we have more space.
Yep. Grim is gonna come supervise you resetting his rewards.
Okay.
Pinky painty. Really just rubbing this dry mix into the depression made by the stamp while it's still sticky and fresh. Okay. Did a long process. villain. Hi, Viv. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you for joining us. We are painting soap and bath bombs tonight. So welcome in. Right now, we are painting our Project Mayhem, which is inspired by Fight Club. I'm going to try a little tiny bit of alcohol in this to see if I like it. I like it. Aw, thank you for the bits. Always appreciated. But Viv, what were we working on? What were we doing? I'd love to see pictures, progress, anything we might be working on. Well, at least we got a shot of where we are careful with lie. Yeah. We are very careful with lie. We do not want to reenact the scene in Fight Club, even though Zulu has had a taste of that scene. Got just a drop of lie under a fingernail. Oof. That was a rough day. Put it in sharp. Ducky. Did we leave? Yeah, we dropped for a second. Not surprising. They're letting water out of the dams. We might lose things. Where we are right now, so very last top screen up, I'm guessing I can still see. Yeah, I think it was my Twitch. There. Oh, you couldn't read this if not. No, I couldn't. Yeah, there's bad weather, and there's flooding north of us, so they're letting water out of the dams. Luckily, we're not super close to the river, but we're not close to the river, so we'll see. What are you showing off there? Your screen is still shared. There we go. Pet, pet, pet. Just clearing notifications. Q's gone live in case you were interested. Always interested. Zulu should also be resetting our prizes for the Deer Grim, because he was home alone all day today in the big thunderstorm. So he's a bit clingy. Yeah, but my ducky is going to be adventuring on the Grand Line with its crew. Cute! Then we definitely need a hat for adventure. Yes, poor brave Floof. It was quite the storm, so I think they said that it put down 10 inches in the last 24 hours. Making progress slowly. That feels about right. There. Just painting soap and taking forever. It might be time to look into a new stamp. Because as much as I love this stamp and the love behind it, a sharper edge would be more useful. So this stamp has rolled edges, and they are hard to push into the soap. A sharp, straight-edged stamp would be easier. And potentially not need painting. Because the painting is primarily to make it more visible, because it's not. I'll think on that one a bit. Yeah. Because, like, you can come and stamp one of these if you want. It's very hard. And it's not very deep. But it gets the job done. And we have bath bombs to paint at some point. Just so much to do. Always more. It is the convention crunch. I'm sure all the makers are feeling it. I know I saw our friend, the Dragon's Cauldron, posting about her con crunch too, so. Well, that dice needs to be burned. It's clearly wrong. Twenty, 40%, 60% to the bully stick. Oh, that's quite a generous crowd for the boy. 80% Merlin. Knots and stitches. Holly, Viv. You spoil the boy. Spoil the boy indeed. I should start upping this challenge. Maybe. Hi, Merlin. Nice to see ya. We just want to treat the good boy. Yeah. Gotta love the good boy. Painty, painty, painty. I don't have that many all considered, but Grim can have them. It is a very good use of any sort of points. As is green screen, as is everything. I like our rewards. They are quite fun. Stamp. I found the invoice thing. This is everything went through. Zeus says he has to think about the colors of the words or something like that. Yep, I'm sure he's been working on it. We've been working on a lot of stuff lately. Good. working on that right now. In fact, would love to get these out to you tomorrow. You never know. I need to make some stuff tomorrow that needs to ship. I'll bear out with the crazy things first. The crazy never stops. The crazy never stops. Besides, that's just a trip to the post office. If everything else is pretty much prepped. A little back stretch and another stamp. And back to paint. Paint, 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 paint. Making some good progress with those bars. Nice to see how even they're all made, even though it is such a monotonous task. Oh yeah, I think a lot of handmade art has its monotony at times, and having staples like this that sell regularly make it so I can make the more unique stuff from time to time. Having the staples on the board let me do the silly crazy stuff. Because that's really the ones I like to do. I like to do new, challenging things. But figuring this out at its time was its own challenge, so there's still some of that there. Even though I've figured it out now, it was once the big challenge. And I've learned trial and error from waiting too long to do this kind of stuff. So really it's best to do it day of. That's why my friend and I have victory ice cream and consolation ice cream. That's a fabulous way to celebrate.